Welcome to the Pretty Red ENT Show. It's your girl goddess Naquita, aka Pretty Red ENT. And if nobody told you they loved you today, just know that goddess Naquita, she loves you today. And I'm sending so much love and light out into the whole entire universe, the planet, to myself. And shout out and sending so much love and light out to the people who just graduated and people still doing finals. Shout out to y'all, because baby, it's going down on all everybody who's about to finish school, okay? But give us a round of applause one time for the one time. Guys, I'm over here rocking with the best of 4.0. Once again, this girl did it again. Like, I'm really super proud of myself, guys. I've been really busy. I'm sorry I didn't post. I've been like really tired, busy, making sure I get done with these exams and doing my 1-2 step and doing my thing and doing my Wayne. Because every time I do my thing, I do my Wayne. And it's so very important to the point where I'm focused and I love me for that. And shout out to all the people that's grads, graduating, and you did your thing. Like, I'm very proud of y'all, okay? All right, guys, we survived the Mercury retrograde. Let me see. So now we enter in Pluto retrograde. I'm probably going to do my next episode on that. So I'm going to be on y'all top this week. But let me see, are we out of the making for the Mercury retrograde? So the 25th. So about the 9th is when everything, the planet starts to speed up. You're going to see everybody go away. Okay. Then we also got a very powerful new moon. So I'm happy about that. But guys, let me talk to y'all about something that's really important, guys. Like, oh my gosh, I got to talk about it. Okay. So shots fired because I'm on y'all. I'm on y'all. Okay. I'm on y'all. I'm on you. So me this year, what God was working on me with my angels and ancestors, my spiritual guys, like, you know, Holy Spirit, whoever you believe in, like, was working with me from Mercury retrograde, was not telling my side of the story. Like, and I know some people be like, what? Like, no, I ain't telling my side of the story. You know what it was. You know what you did. You made up some false narrative. And I don't have to speak about it. Like, when I say, like, I don't have to speak about it, I really am not speaking on it. I don't really care what side of the story you told, what lie you told. I just don't care at this point. I did everything right. I have been a great friend. I have been a great motivator. I have just been wonderful. And I have been nice to people. I have been doing my thing. And sometimes, guys, it's really important to not tell your side of the story. I remember, like, my sister used to always tell me, she used to be like, Keita, stop explaining yourself to people. I know that you like to do that. Stop it. And this is me as a young girl. Like, I've been taught the game from an early age. So sometimes when I do tell my side of the story or I'm explaining myself to somebody, it's because, like, I really want them to understand, like, what happened, what concurred, what took down. But the one thing my brother told me, like, shout out to my brother, okay? You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. My brother Elijah. Shout out to him. My brother said, Keita, if somebody already has their mind made up about whatever that you did or you said, like, especially, like, prime example, my brother used to talk to me about guys when I was younger. He's like, if a guy think you cheating, Keita, there's nothing that you can say or do to make this man believe that you aren't. If a man think you a hoe, there's nothing that you can say or do to make him feel that you're not. So stop explaining your side of the story. It doesn't matter. You're wasting time. Move on. Okay? And that go for men too. Like, if a woman thinks that you're cheating, move on, bro. Stop staying there. Why are you going to keep trying to prove your point to somebody who does not care? Okay? Because if a person really thought you were really cheating on them, like, some people are just manipulators. Some people are users. Like, leave this person. Like, what are you doing? You're wasting time. Time is valuable. That is one thing we cannot get back is time. And I take my time very serious. I really love me. I show up for me. I really do the things for myself that most people really don't take the time out to do. But back to the basics, guys. Like, I just, like, it was like a thing with me with Mercury retrograde where it was like a few people, like a lot of people were just saying stuff. And then this is me trusting the universe, me trusting my angels, me trusting my ancestors, me trusting God, like me just trusting Holy Spirit, me trusting who the higher being, okay? Like just like God showing me like this is what I need you to say at certain times, and I just want to sit up there. I want to be in the presence. So, prime example, somebody said something about me. They made up this whole particular lie, and I could tell by like the lie that they were telling was that so important that everybody started looking at me different. But then when everybody like really started to talk to me, like laugh and giggle with me, and then we just started looking, I can tell that they were like kind of questioning the information that they received. And then like at the end of everything that happened, I like said my little spiel and everybody was like cracking up laughing, but they was like, wow, I didn't actually know that. I actually was told that you done this like a few times. I didn't know it was really your first time doing this. I don't know if y'all know, but I got into a play and I went and tried out and got casted into a play. It's really weird, but I did. I tried something new. We're gonna have a whole new episode. I'm on y'all next this week. So just know I'm like releasing. I'm on y'all next this week. But I literally did this play and like everybody thought like I was in a play before. And it was so crazy because the director of the play at the end of where we're critiquing the play and talking about what went good, went bad, he was like, I know that you said it was your first play, but I got told different information. But I'm so sorry because I didn't know this was your first play, but you did really good. Like you did like extremely really good to the point where like you shocked. When I played my part, there's this lady that goes around for the Kennedy Festival, Kennedy, like the president, and she goes around the world and she goes around watching plays and doing this. Like she literally asked about me, like to the point where it got blown up, to the point where everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, like who's this girl?" Like she did that. Like I don't know how to explain it, but she did that, and she did a really good job. And I was like, "What?" Like I'm like, "Hold on!" But it was an amazing experience for me. But there were some things that happened that like where people said things about me, and then I could tell like certain people were like, I'm not getting that energy from her. And I could tell the certain people that were saying this about me. And it's so weird because it's like God placed a few Aries around me. And I love Aries people, bro. Like, because we like genuinely love people. If they're really good people, we're going to vibe with you. Whether or not we vibe with you, we still will vibe with you and respect you. And they were really great to me and really nice to me and like really gave me a lot of energy to get me through the first night. And after the first night, it was like rock and roll. And then like we were just all cracking up laughing. It was like a movement on my side where I entered in the play at. But they really genuinely helped me out, guys. And it was really an amazing thing. But me not telling my side of the story, I felt like gave a time to reflect on how I could have responded. Because I could have responded and went crazy. Like, I'm an Aries type, and it's Aries season too. Like, oh my gosh. So, not right now, but when this was taking place, it was Aries season. Happened right through my birthday, all of that. Like, soon as Aries season started, that's when we started practicing for this play. So, like, the whole Aries season, I was doing a play. And going through Mercury retrograde. Ooh, I'm a rapper. Y'all just said no, okay. But I'm so proud of myself that like I didn't blow up. I was able to articulate certain times when I needed to let people know like I'm still standing on business. I'm standing on exactly what I said. I'm just not clearing up what I said. Like I can't apologize for things that don't make no sense to me. I only can apologize if I know that for a fact I did something wrong. But like I'm never apologizing for my opinion. I just can't. But what I've learned is that people will try to throw shade on you to make themselves seem better. So sometimes, guys, not even saying anything can be the biggest thing, because then I'm going to let the people that you told about me some negative stuff, I'm going to let them see that whatever you said ain't right. But I ain't even have to say anything because, baby, please believe the universe walk with me. God walk with me. My angels walk with me. My ancestors walk with me. So please believe that anytime truth walks with me. I am a part of the love and light team. So love walks with me everywhere I go. So love conquers all. So you're going to see the love in me regardless of anything that is happening to me, for me, and around me. So it's so crazy because like now when I'm walking on like campus and when I'm walking around different places, people are like, you're that girl that played in the play. And I'm like, yes. And they was like, oh my gosh. And they had so many theories. I'm like, no. But it was a really amazing experience for me. And like all the people that came to really support me. I only had like 2 people come support me besides like my teacher, and because they go to the school, but people outside of my school, I only had 2 people come support me. And that really meant a lot to me compared to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, so shout out to them 2 people that came and supported me for real. All right, Mr. Bill, Miss Judy, they came and supported me. And I'm glad that they experienced and had a good time. It was really touchy. I didn't know if I wanted to invite them because the stuff that they were saying in the play, but they they had a good time, especially his wife. But I really appreciate them because like out of everybody that I know up here and this area that I stay in, them 2 were the only 2 people that showed up. But granted, if I was at home, I know a lot of more people would have showed up because when I had got inducted into honor society, like the people that really meant a lot for me showed up. So I was like my brother and them, you know, my ex, and some of my ex friends showed up. But it was like really cool, like that. Like I have like a support team, but to me, this meant a whole lot to me. But I just feel like guys, like sometimes your side of the story doesn't matter. Like I'm telling you, like I can tell like when people have stories about me and when they're talking about me compared to how people are perceiving me. So with Mr. Bill showing up and Miss Judy showing up, and I didn't know like they went into the office and was telling everybody like, yeah, you know, Naquita was in a play, and like they said that they sit front row and like they really experienced, and they was like, well, where's Naquita at? And they was like, well, I'm gonna wait for her to come out because I know that she says she's been working really hard on this play, and they sat through the whole play and watched me, and they said they really enjoyed it and I did a really good job, and they went around bragging about me and I did not know this, and then to the point where I come into a situation and a few people that was there, so there was this lady, she was supposed to help me with something and she didn't help me, and she didn't follow up with me, she didn't do anything basically, right? Boom, next thing I know is she's like, hey, I talked to Mr. Bill said like you were involved in a play, I did not know that, like, oh my gosh, like do you still need help? I was like, I do. And I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not from this area, so I don't know what I'm doing. And like, it's a lot for me right now because it's final week. And she's like, well, when can I help you? Like, she was trying her best to help me. And I'm like, I don't really need it right now because it's final week and I don't really care about anything else right now besides getting these finals done. Like, shout out to the people in school, like, because you know what I'm talking about. Like, we don't really care about anything not unless we get our finals done because finals usually hold more weight than everything that you did the whole 16 weeks. Like, period. So I felt like that was an experience to actually hear this lady and she apologized to me. And I think like the way she was looking at me for a moment, because she stared at me for a while before she came and said something, that she kind of like felt really bad because maybe I felt like she perceived wrong information about me, if that makes sense. Like it was just like everybody that was around me, it was like things were being said about me and people were realizing that things that were being said was wrong. And it was like, wow, like, and everybody was like, oh, let me try to amend this situation with her. And because everybody's like, well, you know, she's very forgiving and stuff. Like, why don't you just talk to her? And she's pretty understanding, which I am. I'm very forgiving. And I do understand that people are in their own era. But I can't accept like you allowing someone to taunt your perception of me or change your perception of me. It's so crazy. Like, prime example, guys, like, and I know I don't like to give shine to anybody, so I won't say this person's name. So I am also on this app that I got into with my chapter or whatnot when I got inducted to honor society. And make a long story short, I had to use this app because of the play, because they had us on here, and this is how we like was keeping up with the play and different things like that. So bam, next thing I know is this young man, they were in this group chat because I guess a lot of people are about to graduate right now, all over the world. Okay, so this is all over the United States and over the world. So a lot of people are about to graduate right now. Some people are going to go on to their next semester, but a lot of people are about to graduate. So next thing I do know is that a lot of people ask these questions in this group chat. And so I'm thinking it's a part of the group chat that I'm in with my school, my chapter, and different stuff like that, my new school. So anyone in here pro Pakistan, okay? And there's a few people in here. It says, do you know if anyone's representing at graduation? So this is like a group chat, and people are talking about, okay, are we allowed to say that we pro Pakistan, like at graduation? Are we allowed to do this or not? So this is like somebody just asking this question about graduation in the group with honor people. Like they talking about graduation ceremony. So somebody sent a picture about graduation ceremony, and then somebody responded back like this, and it says some girls like she's wearing her little thing that she got, and it says, have you seen the graduation process in a state? It's inspiring. Michigan. It's inspiring, and so this girl was saying she's wearing her Keithley, as well as her PTK and Honor Society cord. And it says, no, and some girl said, no, where can I watch this? It said, won't let me post it in the chat. It's been running a disturbing protest in New York Times and most media and CNN, okay? So basically, like, they're in here, they go on for a while, and they start talking, right? So I'm thinking that this is about my school because right now they are protesting at my school. So I'm like, all right, cool. Next thing I know is, and it says, somebody wrote, I'm done. Continue this conversation here. It is not the best medium. It is much more controversial in person. I'm free to chat in the DM too. So then somebody said, as a past president of the PTK chapter, it would be best interest of the chapter members to not publicly announce your opinion on a foreign wars. Any statement that causes harm can and will get you removed from the chapter. Personal opinions should stay personal, as this is not the right form. Now, mind you, you're not even president. Right? You saying something. Shut up. Like, who cares? Right? So it says, what if those foreign wars are being funded by our taxes? I will never be silent before genocide. I'm proudly using my First Amendment right. And this girl says, I stand in solitary with the oppressed. That doesn't cause harm and should not be perceived as a threat against anyone. It's my First Amendment right protesting under the Constitution. It says, again, this is not the foreign right form, and this shouldn't be discussed on this chat. You're right. This is our group chat with a very specific topic, and we may have misused it. However, you could have stopped there, but you chose to threaten with false accusations. Us saying stop killing children, women, and innocent civilization in Gaza has nothing harmful in it. Threats can't and won't silence us. No intensity of gaslight will let us believe that killing 40,000 people or 14,800 children, 10,000 women, 492 medical crews, and 141 journalists is not wrong, and it's something we should be concerned about. Thank you. Have a good day, and I will never be silent before genocide, period. And then somebody wrote, like, I erased the news link. So this is what I posted. Okay, because I'm like, first of all, I'm thinking it's my school. Like, we just had this talk. Like, we were supposed to make sure everybody comes in safe. This and that. We have a buddy system. We have some people pro. We have some people against it. Okay. So I said, you did post in general, because it's like a general post. It's not like, hey, this is with the officers, the chapters. This is a general topic. It all got started about what can we do at graduation. Let's stay focused. Okay. And it says, I said, you did post in general, so you should be okay to talk about whatever you want to talk about. Now, if this was a topic thread and it was not a general, because like if this is a topic thread, like we can only talk about this, then that's a problem. But if it's general, who cares? Okay. General, then yes, it was wrong. This has everything to do with how you are feeling as a graduate. As a former vice president, it's all fair game. Do as you please. Don't let someone tell you what to do when it's when it is your place on your heart to talk to your fellow members. If you can't talk to your fellow members, then who are you supposed to talk to? And then this guy wrote back and said, a counselor. I said, some people are not comfortable talking to a counselor. We consider ourselves brothers and sisters, then they should be treated that way. Or they don't have the funds to talk to one. I don't think it is fair to them. Mental health is serious. You're asking the right questions about graduation, so I don't see nothing wrong with this. Then somebody said, hello, everyone. Let's talk PTK. I don't want any other discussion here. Please text to each other in a private conversation. Thank you for understanding. Graduation is PTK, right? Naquita, I'm happy to read you. Hope you are doing okay. And so this is like people like actually realizing who I am at this point. I was like, hey, love bug, I am over here at UCLA right now. I'm living my best life. I am the president of my chapter right now. I'm blessed. I hope you are doing well. I said, woo, congratulations. I said, are you still in Ohio? And somebody wrote understood and says, thanks. Yes, Naquita, I'm still in Ohio. And we'll do it. And then somebody says, congratulations to all the grad students. So, because they just graduated from the school I used to go to. So everybody just graduated, right? So this man chose, instead of telling everybody, congratulations, he chose to say, that's odd. UCLA doesn't have a PTK chapter, Miss Chapter President. I said, that's odd because you never asked what my chapter was, but instead of saying congratulations, or it's nice to hear from you, you try to say what isn't so. So thanks. Be blessed. Yeah, like I love my responses. Like I'm not telling my side of the story. If you feel like you want to go do whatever, go do whatever. Like, baby, because please, God will have the last say so. Okay. And I said also, I never said it was PTK or not. And then this girl was like, wow, this is crazy. And then she said, why are you bullying people in the chat that is for PTK discussion? If it isn't conductive to the message of that is the culture of this community, is it? Is it bullying? How so? Please explain it. So she said this here, and she forwarded my message. I said, thank you, because that is exactly how I felt. Because I do feel that way. Every time I talk to this man, it's always a problem. And it's like, it's really weird that you have a problem with me. Like, because I really have no problem with you, but it's really weird that you have one with me. So he goes on to say, and this is an old man too at that, y'all. This ain't some like body, like he's not a millennium. He's not a Gen X. He's not a Gen Z. Like, I don't, you're old to me. Like, you're like 10, 20 years older than me. I'm confused what's going on. And he said, and then he said, haha, you don't know me, so try again. You don't know the history. And I'm thinking about like, what do you mean history? I never dated you. Like, what? And then I said, a lot of the times when I was the vice president of this chapter, he used to taunt me and no one would say anything out loud. I don't even go to this school anymore, but I was speaking about something, but instead of him being nice, he was being rude and very offensive and bullying me. We don't have a history besides you bullying me, and I am happy someone said something. It's all love, wishing you nothing but the best. He said, wow, taunt you? That's a lie. Like when I looked you up in UCLA student directory and you don't exist. If you're not a Cincinnati State student, you shouldn't be in this chat. First of all, once you get inducted as a PTK, dummy, you're a member for life. I signed up. My grades. Okay, so basically, what are you talking about? Shut up. So, like, but you went through all this information to look me up, right? So here's how I respond. I said, you are giving stalker vibes. This is scary to me. This is one of the reasons why I keep myself private and my information. The joke really is on you. And he said, no worries, I will leave the chat. Stalker, please grow up. And then this girl said, hello, everyone. I hope everyone is having a fantastic night. This chat is for Cincinnati State PTK. Please keep the conversation such. I said, wow, bullying me again. And then one of my friends, he said, whoop, whoop, graduation. I said, congratulations. How many other PTK member graduates? And then some people said, I saw several today. That's amazing. Woohoo, way to go. Congratulations to everyone. You made it. And says, congratulations to you on your new adventure as well, talking to me. I said, thank you. I do appreciate it. And the same to you, Love Bug. And it says, where we all heading? And like, we start having conversations. I'm like, oh my gosh, well, this is my guy. Like when I was a PTK chapter, I was so upset because I got rigged out of being the president. And I acted as the president. I talked to my people. I knew what was going on with my people. So I did footwork. And this man came in and like scared the advisors. And I have to say what I said because I said what I said. He scared the advisors by mentioning the bylaws. And that's how he became president of our chapter. But really, everybody still thought I was president. And I'm like, okay, well, if it's anybody who I would give president to of this chapter, it would definitely be this young man. Like, he got ripped out of being there a young man I'm talking about, like, oh, I miss him. And then I was like, oh my gosh. And I said to him, I was like, I miss you. I was like, what schools you going to? And we just had a great conversation. And it's crazy. But the whole point of this is I could have really went in and proven my point. Like, this is what school I go to, but I'm going to choose not to. But you don't know if I got my information in private or not. And so assuming that you think that my information is public, I really would think that you have a issue within yourself, because one thing's for sure and two things for certain, sir. Okay, let me shot fire. Okay. Is this. I have a very popping podcast. Why would I ever be? Why would I ever be and where you can get my information publicly? Right? At some point I have to be private in my life because I'm not just the average person anymore. So I'm not just walking around just average anymore. So you can't just go to Google and ask, where does Drake live? And you just pop up and find where Drake lives. Maybe Chris Brown, because Chris Brown don't care. Chris Brown a thug. Run up on him, you're going to get popped. Gucci Man, run up on him, you're going to get popped. But it's the whole point. Like, I don't want you to know where I'm at. You're not supposed to know where I'm at. You're not my man. What is wrong with you? So the problem is that not one man in this group chat spoke up and said, bro, you are wrong. Okay? That's the problem. It took women to actually say, hey, I feel like you're bullying this girl. I feel like, I don't know what's going on, and I feel like that maybe they might have had a conversation and somebody was like, well, maybe I see what she's saying. Like, I'm like, what is going on? Like, these girls literally just ask questions. What can they and cannot do with being an honor society when they're going to graduate? Are they allowed to do their representation for pro-Pakistan? And then you're like, oh, no, this is a wrong conversation. What did they say that was wrong besides asking questions about graduation? This is what this forum is for, is asking general questions. And this was a general question. But instead, you like to control things and you're not even the presence in it. So sit down somewhere and chillax. So it's like, it's really kind of crazy because it's like, okay, like, you're right. And there's different things that people do. There's different things that people say. And it's like, I'm tired of hearing this narrative. Like, all jokes aside, like, I'm tired of hearing this. Like, I'm not telling my side of the story. You believe whatever you want to believe. But to me, you are a stalker. Why are you stalking me? I'm not your woman. Are you on top of things with your wife this way? Like, you can do that with them people there. You're just not about to do me like that. I'm not your child. You're not my dad. Like, you're literally nobody to me besides somebody who, like, faked their way to the top. But what did God show me? Like, hey, even though you wasn't president over there, you was vice president, people still applied you as president, and that's all that matters. But guess what? I'm going to take you somewhere else and just blow you up. Bow, and here I go. Okay. Here you go, being a hater, not knowing that this is what my plans is and what I'm destined for, but you're not really destined for that. So you need to mind your own business. And I feel like me not really snapping off like how I usually snap up, with me just being like, hey, listen, dude, I don't really care what you're talking about. It is what it is. Like, you're really harassing me, like, and bullying me at this point. Like, I don't say nothing wrong to you besides I'm standing up for these people because I don't know who said what. I actually literally just respond because I'm like, what is going on? I didn't even pay attention. It was this man that said that shit. It's crazy, but like, people, they do certain things to the point where it's like, oh my gosh, like, I want this person to feel like, and then it's like, some people will antagonize you. They will say certain things to try to get a reaction out of you. Because there's certain things that he said to me that I normally would react to. Maybe a year ago, I would have reacted to that. And I would have reacted totally different. But now I'm in a space where growth, I'm beautiful. I'm out of survival mode. What are you talking about? Baby, I'm chilling. I'm loving life right now. How about you? I love to see people have healthy conversations. We are adults. We should be able to conversate and say, "Hey, I don't like this," or "I do." Okay, well, I'm glad that you standing up for this. I'm glad that you standing up for that. Or I'm glad that you're against it. Like, we should be able to have those conversations. We are in college. Hello. But we are adults, and you're with college people that's younger than you, and you're not teaching them how to communicate. And this is the problem that we have. Well, not me, but pertaining to like some of the older generations older than me, they don't know how to communicate healthy enough for the younger people because we're making you communicate better. And that's fine, but just leave us alone, okay? Like, where's my knight in shining armor? Like, where you was at? You should have been all in there like, don't talk to her like that. Pipe down. Like, pipe down, shorty. Like, I don't even know what's wrong with you, dude. Like, this girl literally said nothing to you. Only thing I said was something positive. I even told the people that just graduated, congratulations on graduation. This man chose not to say congratulations to nobody that graduated. But instead, you attacked me. Instead of saying congratulations, and then I put in my post that, why did you say congratulations? That's horrible. So I think like sometimes, guys, like people just don't understand the things that really goes on and how to deal with certain situations because they might have internal issues going on. And that's fine, but you won't take that out on me. I will reflect that energy right back at you. Goodbye, sit in that. But what did God show me today? What did the universe show me? What did my angels and ancestors say? I got you. Like, I didn't even have to say nothing because that's how I felt. And then God just came over, hold on. It sounds like you're bullying this girl. Like, and then just hitting back with the same thing they said to him. Like, and I felt so loved at that point. I told that girl, thank you. Like, and I really meant that from the bottom of my heart because a lot of times people knew that he was talking to me wrong. And they would say to me, like, I know that he's talking to you wrong and I don't like it. But they would never speak out loud about it because they were scared. Like, man, F dude and move on. Fuck dude and move on. I know this is low vibrations, but it kind of came out strong, but it is what it is. But telling my side of the story, it's no longer my job. I don't care. Believe whatever you're going to believe. I'm not telling the side of the story. I said what I said once. If you want me to go into more details, I'm not. I'm out. Like, believe whatever you want to believe. I do not care anymore. And I love people. I love the things that I do. I love every single body. I have no problem with anybody at all. I'm just over telling my side of the story for people. You're going to believe what you're going to believe anyways. But believe it. If people tell you something about them, believe it. I'm just not over it. I'm over telling my side of the story because I don't have to. I'm grown. And it is what it is. Like, you know what you did. I know what I did. I know what I said. And I'm just like over it. Like, guys, so this episode is really about not telling your side of the story because sometimes your side of the story, sometimes you not telling your side of the story gives time for people to see the people that gave them the message. Or sometimes it gives people a chance to think about what really happened, what transpired, and what did they see if it was wrong? Because sometimes, like, when I be talking to people and they don't tell their side of the story, I actually can sit back and see what's going on. I'm like, okay. And sometimes if people are like, okay, well, what are you doing over here? What are you doing over there? That's fine. If you're in a relationship, a committed relationship, like you're married, fiance, you're dating someone, and they ask you a question like, what would you doing over here with this person? If you choose not to tell your side of the story, then that means that you're not communicating. That's not what I'm saying here. I'm saying if a person comes up to you and say, like, listen, I know you was cheating on me with Ralph, and this and that, and you know that you wasn't cheating on this person with Ralph, or you wasn't cheating on this person with Sarah, and you told this person, like, no, I was not cheating on you with Sarah. I was actually over here at this time. But if they got proof that you was over there, you got to admit it. But at some point, if you know this person accuses you constantly of cheating and doing certain things, stop telling your side of the story. Stop telling your side of the story. It does not matter. There's nothing that you can say that can change this person's mind at all. Oh my gosh. It was so crazy because like a person said that I didn't help them. I put them down. I did nothing but do bad things. But then they told this story, but then people were looking like, but then why is she helping you? If you just said this person's not helping you, you said she put you down. Why is this person encouraging you? Why is she helping you? Like, what? And you felt like this person was a mean person. You're saying that this person's a mean person, but all we see is good things coming from her. I'm concerned, like, what's going on, because she has did nothing but encourage me. I'm telling y'all, guys, this is how it be sometimes. That's like you can be working for somebody, and the person that you're working with is like, oh, you're mean, you're this, you're that. But then you got like 5 other people that's around like, I didn't see that behavior. Like, I don't know if it happened, but I didn't see that behavior. And they're like, okay, then one person just takes that side. Like, oh, what they said had to be true. But then what happens is that this person who's trying to tarnish your character, right? Everything that's in the dark gotta come to light. Boom. Here it goes. God doing a sweep. The universe doing a sweep. Your angels and ancestors doing a sweep. Their angels and ancestors is doing a sweep on them. That's what happened. A lot of people don't know. Sometimes y'all angels and ancestors be exposing y'all. Because you're doing so wrong to people that your angels and ancestors say, I can't, there's nothing that we can do to support you because you're doing horrible stuff. Like, this person ain't did nothing but be love to you and this and that. But look at you, boom. I'm telling you, it's like this to the point where everything and everybody around me, it was like I could tell that more people started talking to me. They started treating me a little bit different. And I feel like that's because they were told wrong information about me. Like, oh, she's just so aggressive, or she complains a whole lot and this and that. But when people see the things that I'm talking about and the issues that I'm bringing up, they're like, oh, she actually got a point now. Like, okay, maybe we need to go and do some research and maybe help her and maybe educate ourselves a little bit better, because maybe this is wrong. And like, it was so crazy, but during this whole Mercury retrograde, it was like people were saying things about me, but people were actually seeing and hearing what I was saying. They were like, okay, but she's right. She 100% right. And so I love that. And it's 1111 on the clock, guys. So whoever's in alignment, myself, but look up the angel number 1111, 4 ones, like 1111. But I'm just happy and I'm blessed. Like, I was able to learn, like, sometimes telling my side of the story, because it was like at times I couldn't even tell my side of the story. When somebody came up and said something to me, I was like, dang, I wanted to say like, oh, this is not what happened. This is really what happened. It's like I didn't even have enough time to get this side of the story out. Like, somebody literally told somebody else that I said something bad about the paper they submitted. And I could tell that because how they started acting towards me was totally different. I'm like, why would they start acting different? Like, they acting normal to everybody else, but to me, they're acting different. And it's like, it's nonchalant. But then I see that at some point she realized, like, what was being told to her was incorrect. She's like, I don't know if she said it. Like, baby, I'm going to say this about myself. There's things that I should have spoke up on, but I chose not to speak up on that situation. That it is what it is. And then, like, when people actually heard what I was saying and they were like, wow, like, it was like a really amazing time. Like, so what I've learned is I'm no longer telling my side of the story. Believe whatever you want to believe. You said like, oh, our such and such told me that you talked about me and you said this, I slept with 5 people. Da, 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 da. And if I tell you I didn't say it and you still be like, well, this person, believe them. That's my next line. Believe them. What are we going to do from this point moving forward? You want to keep talking or you don't? You don't want to be friends or you won't? Oh, you need to believe whatever you want to believe. I am no longer telling my side of the story. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. And it's okay. And I'm about love. I'm about light. I'm all about like producing this. So guys, if you're in a situation where people just constantly doubting you and you constantly like verbally telling your side of the story, trying to explain and it's not getting anywhere, stop. There's nothing you could do to change this person's mind. They had their mind made up. It's already where it was going to be at. It was already there in the first place. Because if a person believes you, they believe you. If they don't, they don't. Like their mind was already there in the first place. Believe them. And move on. Drop them. Let it go. I'll be telling people that all the time. Like, hey, like I went through an exam during Mercury retrograde where I'm examining myself. Like, even down to like certain stuff that happened with me in previous relationships. I'm like, oh my gosh, like this person, I was trying to prove myself to this person, but this person literally judged me. Like, it was so weird how they judged me. I'm like, how did you come up with this conclusion? You know what? I don't even care. Believe it. If you thought I was like this, believe it. I don't care no more. Believe it. And I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I'll be moving on. Y'all know the song by Maya. Moving on. Cause I'll be moving on. I'm telling y'all gotta be moving on. Let these people go. Let these people breathe. Stop telling your side of the story. If you know, like I'm telling you, some people like, hey, you said this, you said that. Like, I'm just gonna look at them like, do you think I said that? Yes or no? Because if you thought I'd have said that, then I said it. And I don't even care if I didn't say it, which typically I might not say it. But it's the fact that your mind is already made up. I can't even undo that. Okay? Like, I can't. The only person that can change your mind is you. I literally told somebody, I said, your version of me is not the me that I presented to you at all. And so the only person that can heal that version of me that you have of me is you. And so I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to go live and talk about that. And y'all got to make sure y'all call in so we can talk live about this situation because it's very highly important about this. But guys, I'm no longer telling my side of the story. It is what it is. Believe what you want to believe. I just don't care anymore. I don't care. I don't care to try to change your mind. I'm not here to change you. The only person that can change you is you. You are responsible for how you act, how you talk, what you do. I'm not accountable for your sins. You're not accountable for mine. I'm not accountable for anything that you do. I am only accountable for how I act and how I react to certain things. And I really love me, and I do my best to be the brightest person that I am and to be the most loving person that I am. And people who really got me in their life, they really appreciate me like every single day. Like I really hear like, I love you. You always show up for me. You always do really positive things for me. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but you're just there for me when a lot of people don't be. And I'm happy for that. Like, so anytime I tell them something, like, I don't have to tell them twice or nothing. They're like, oh, what? No, like, they react and they move. Like, you stand on that. If you said you was going to do something and you didn't, baby, stand on that because you better stay over there. Just don't come over here because I'm not finna play with you. Go play with your mama, just not me. Okay? And I'm so sorry. Okay? Let me, and I'm so sorry. Like, you know, if your mama's deceased, I don't mean to disrespect anybody or nothing, but go play with somebody else. Just don't play with me. Play with anybody else, but just not me. Okay? Because I'm standing on business. Standing on business all 2024 and for the rest of my life, but I'm no longer telling my side of the story. It is what it is. Because telling my side of the story also, guys, this is stress. That's undeniable stress. That's a low vibration. Telling your side of the story is a low vibration thing. If y'all really think about it and we talk about low vibrations, that's a low vibration thing. I'm not going there with anybody else anymore. And Mercury retrograde, I needed it. It helped me to tap into my passion, tap into my love. But most importantly, it really helped me tap into some things that I was missing out on. I was really missing out on a lot of things. I really had a time to sit back and examine a lot of things. Like, man, like I am so proud of me and how far I came because like maybe a year ago, maybe even 6 months ago, I would have been going full throttle. Word for word, bar for bar. I just don't got it no more. Believe them. If you believe someone, I said something, believe them. I'm no longer taking it back. Believe them. I don't care because you already got your mind made up. If you really want to know what I said, you would call me. You would ask. There's certain questions that you ask. But if you believe me, then and I'm your friend, or if I'm not your friend, or I'm somebody that you really care about, you're gonna be like, well, I can't see this person doing that. This person has done nothing but show you love. So I can't see this person doing what you're saying that you're doing. Maybe there's something wrong with you. So that's the one thing that I really love about me, that I'm actually like taking my time out to really like say, hey, this is what it is. I'm really proud of me. And I'm able to like let go and not tell my side of the story and say, fuck you. And I'm like, and I know, like, when I say that's not a low vibration, because I'm really like, when I say fuck you, I'm really detaching myself from you, your core, your energy, all of that. Like, and you got to understand something. I'm doing it in my Aries energy. Fuck you. Whatever energy that you in, that's your sun sign, or whatever sign is your Mars, then you need to use that. Okay? F you. It is what it is. I don't care no more. I want to be at peace, love, and happiness. And if I have to be at peace, love, and happiness and say fuck you, and I'm good and I'll move on, hey, I'm great. I prayed away, meditated away, whatever I need to do, talk to the angels and ancestors, like, baby, okay, I know I said I should have been said it, baby, but it'll be all good. But I feel better at the end of the day that I don't have this attachment on me anymore. And I'm okay because I felt like, hey, I gave a lot of people opportunities. A lot of people just, oh, I didn't know that. Okay, you know what? I don't even care. And I remember, like, maybe like 4 years ago, I was talking to this one dude. Me and him was kicking in for like a very long time. This used to be one of my favorite buddies. And he was like, I never knew you wanted a relationship. I said, yes, you did, because I always talked about it. So don't act like you did not know that. Oh, so you just did. Fuck you. I'm cool. I'm over it. Like, to see y'all be forgetting that I'm an Aries because all this earth energy be coming through and you be feeling it's a vibe all the time. But you must forget, baby, I'll burn you up on this earth. You on the earth and I'm fire. That's a bad combination. That means I will burn you while you're standing there, dummy. You don't even gotta be close to me. I will hit you wherever you at. So it's like I'm okay with not telling my side of the story. I'm okay with that. I just don't care. It is what it is. I'm not explaining myself to nobody. No, I didn't. If I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it. If I did, I did. If I did it, and you asked me, I might tell you, and then again, I might not. I might be like, bro, does it really matter? At the end of the day, no matter what I say, does it really matter? And that's the thing, guys. Like, no matter what you're saying, when somebody asks you for clarification or anything, does it really matter? Because if they already have their mind made up, there's nothing you can do. So stop wasting your time. All right, guys. Well, I got a lot to talk about with y'all this rest of this week. Make sure y'all tune in with my lives. I'm going to at least try to go live twice. I might go live on Thursday and Friday. So y'all can tap in and zoom in with me. But guys, like, please, 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 people, like, make sure that you stop telling your side of the story to people who's irrelevant. Like, if you're in a relationship and you need to communicate. But if these are people that just like, hey, like, that they already have their mind made up. You can tell when people already have their mind made up when you talk to them. Let them be. And it's okay. Let them move on. Like, completely move on and be happy with their life and be loved and be vibrant. Because, baby, please believe God's waiting on you. Your angels waiting on you. Your universe waiting on you. Allah, whoever you believe in, they waiting on you. They waiting on you to, like, just let go. I'm telling people, like, the moment I let go, and let me bring this back one more time. The moment that I let go, for real, that's when karma and God stepped right on in. I didn't even have to say nothing. I had like at least 3 witnesses that was like, that happened. What this girl's talking about, that happened. Oh, what she's talking about, that happened. Look at that. I didn't even have to say nothing. I didn't even have to go in and prove my point because it was already proven. Guys, like, only thing I had to say was like make a complaint. I had to just say it, and it was just like, oh, here it goes. It's proven. It's there. This, and that. I was like, oh, okay. It's like, God's like, I'm taking care of it. I'm taking care of it. My angel's like, I'm taking care of it. It's over with. My answer's like, yeah, play with it. Fuck around and find out. Okay. But y'all got to start trusting the universe. Y'all got to start trusting God. Y'all got to start trusting, like, whoever you believe in and really, like, stand in that power, because that right there is power itself. It's a whole protection field, a whole different field, like flowing with the universe. Like, people don't understand, like, baby, I'll flow. I'm living my best life. I'm happy. I'm not going to be anything else but happy. If anything else makes me not happy, then, baby, I have to go. You have to go. You have to get up out of my life. If you're making me unhappy, please believe you have to get up out of my life, because I really love me and I appreciate me and I vibe with me. I really love me to the whole extreme point to where it's like I can't do anything else but smile, because I really love me and I vibe with me all the time. So, guys, like, thank you for always tuning in and tapping in with the Pretty Red ENT Show. Like, I just want to let y'all know, like, stop telling y'all side of the story. Doesn't matter. And this is what this episode is called. Stop telling your side of the story, because it doesn't really matter. It doesn't even matter at all. You heard what Lauryn Hill said. It doesn't matter. Because if people love you, they're going to love you anyways. If they going to hate you, they're going to hate you anyways. You're just giving extra words that don't even matter. So, all right, guys. Like, thanks for tuning in, tapping in. I'm going to be on your top this week. I really love y'all. Thanks, y'all, for vibing with me. A lot of people ask me, when you're posting up podcasts, like, you ain't did one in a while. I'm like, gosh, it's final week. Y'all know how it is. It's crunch time for me. But I do have time to vibe in and touch in with y'all and actually really vibe with y'all and love on y'all. And I really appreciate everybody who took their time out to really vibe with me and be patient with me. Make sure y'all let me know how y'all feel about this episode. Make sure you take your time out to follow me on my actual webpage at the Pretty Red ENT .podbean.com, or subscribe to me on YouTube at the Pretty Red ENT Show, or follow me on any social media platform at the Pretty Red ENT Show. Like, you know, it's always your girl Naquita. I'm always here checking in with y'all. But guys, stop telling y'all outside of the story, okay? But thank you for always tuning in, tapping in. It's your girl Pretty Red ENT, aka Goddess Naquita, okay?